Howdy everybody, welcome to another Undertale / Deltarune video, or if you're new here, hello. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to be drawing Undertale characters if they were in the Deltarune universe and went into the Dark World. So starting off here with Frisk, I drew them with puffy hair just because I like to draw them with really puffy hair. It's just fun. That's what I like to do. I like puffy hair. Puffy hair good. I made them blue because, first of all, that's a reference to Chris. Chris is a Smurf, obviously. My favorite emo Smurf of all time. And blue is also the color of integrity / honesty. And I think that matches Frisk very well. So that's another reason. I also gave them a magic wand because Frisk likes to fight using a stick, and I thought that if they went into the Dark World, then that stick would become a magic wand. And I know humans in the Undertale and Deltarune universe can't really cast magic, but I don't know, maybe it uses some different form of power. Or maybe it's just not magic at all, and Frisk just pretends it's magic or just throws it at people if they want to fight. But they probably don't want to fight because they're pacifist. Because of the blue skin, the blue hair, and just the way the hair is shaped, they kind of ended up looking like a blueberry, which is kind of goofy, but I kind of like it. And I also gave them some, generic fantasy clothing because, well, obviously, Deltarune and Undertale takes place in that fantasy world with monsters and magic, so the fantasy vibes are definitely there. Yeah, and then I gave them some goofy yellow boots for some reason, and this is the final result. Okay, the next character I'm going to be drawing is Chara, and I decided to make them a demon because at the end of 2 genocide runs, they describe themselves as a demon. So I thought that it'd be cool to draw them as a demon. Something interesting about Chara is that, well, they're dead, so that would make them a ghost. So, if they are a ghost, then they could be considered a monster. And so there's like the prophecy in Deltarune, which needs a human, a monster, the Prince of Darkness. So could technically Chara be counted as a monster and be part of that prophecy as a monster, because they're a ghost, and ghosts are monsters, because, Napstabloop is a ghost, and, also Mad Dummy, I guess. I don't know, I just think that's something interesting to, talk about. I think that they would be a very mischievous character, a little gremlin, who probably, steals things and stuff, causes trouble in the Dark World. I guess maybe a little bit like Susie, I guess. So, yeah. I think that the colors I did for this drawing were pretty good. So, best color scheme. The red and the yellow looked nice together, I think. So, yeah. And they would obviously use a knife to fight people because, yeah, they would use a knife, no doubt. I also gave them the heart-shaped locket, because, yeah, that's a thing. And also, I gave them, some generic knight armor, because, yes, that's what they would wear if they're getting in a bunch of fights. I also gave them some creepy eyes, and this is the finished thing. I hope you like it. So next up we have Flowey, and this is the character that I changed the least because, well, he's always gonna look like a flower. There's not much I can change about that. And I made him a little bit more creepy. He would definitely be a darkener because, well, he's just a flower. He's just a flower that came to life, so he'd always just be a darkener if he went into the Dark World. And I feel like he'd have 2 forms. One where he just looks like a normal flower, like how he does in Undertale, and another form where he's coming out of the ground, and he's like all creepy and has claws and moves around with roots and looks scary. And I think that would make sense because of how he acts. He's kind of like a trickster who acts innocent at first but is actually evil. So Flowey in Deltarune would attack using friendliness pellets and vines, just like how he does in Undertale. We can't change that. That's just canonically what he uses to attack. And, by the way, I would also like to thank you for 1,000 subscribers, because that's crazy that I have 1,000 subscribers already. Even though a lot of that came from, like, low effort videos, that's still cool that I got 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Please watch my totally ordinary 1,000 subscriber special that is totally normal. Yeah, this is the finished Flowey picture. He's pretty cool. I like Flowey.